What's up, man?
What's up? Are we live?
Yes, we are live.
Recording? Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. What's up, man?
Good.
It's been a long time.
How's your day been going? Hey, it has been a long time.
I know. You did a couple solo ones, right?
I'm gonna do more solo ones once I get.
Yeah.
But it looks so plain in the background. I'm still waiting on this, my boy. That's why.
Yeah, you changed the angle of the.
Yeah, I know. I think I want to do.
Just keep it like this angle.
I am. I'm gonna. Well, I mean, there's nothing I like it. There's okay because you're there, and there you can see that's.
Because when you did the solo one, it was like here.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna use my iPad as like a screen. You can pull a dual screen. Oh, I don't know. I still got a lot of shit to figure it out. But yeah, I'm waiting on my boy to get me. I've got some art coming in, and my boy is taking forever. It looks
new
dope.
studio coming soon.
Yeah, new studio coming soon. I got a few more upgrades. I got to buy another piece of equipment that broke, but it's all right. We're on our way to doing. Yeah, I figured why not just do them by myself. I could just go over like shit I see on the internet and everything. So why not?
Yeah, I mean, I've been itching to do them again too, though. So
yeah, I'll
come for sure.
I just feel so much better when like there's. I don't know why that bothers me so much. That it's just it just bothers me. It's just
there's so much there.
It just bothers me. I don't know why. It just does. I know it's.
I feel like you need to have all space adorned.
I know.
Or
What do you think the rest of my apartment is coming?
Yeah,
it looks
awesome.
nice. Yeah, right. I've got that. I've got a bin. I've got a new shelf in the backyard that I'm waiting for it to rust.
I'm starting. A thrift.
Yeah, no. I'll show you when it's done. It's made out of crates. I'll show you when it's done.
Okay.
I'll make another video. Yeah.
Oh, I think I may have seen
part of it.
Yeah, you might have shown me a picture.
Maybe it's made out of old milk crates. But two of them were rusted when I got it, and they were old. And now I've got to wait for the whole thing so it doesn't look crazy. Like they all look the same. So I've been trying to get it to rust in the backyard. With the rain though, it's been helping. So it's taking a lot longer than I thought it would for sure. But it's coming along. It looks good. So it's like the last two things, and then I won't be able to fit any more shit in here, I don't think.
Yeah.
Right?
Dude, you've been here for a while.
I know. I like it. I don't, dude.
Yeah.
I
especially with the upgrade.
Knock on wood.
Like the
I wish. Yeah, especially with the renovation. It's nice. Like I was like, God, I wish knock on wood. I would never wish anything bad on someone. But I was like, God, if my landlord lost his job, I'd be like, dude, you better tell me. Because I told him, I was like, dude, you ever think about selling me this? You better let me know.
Like the unit?
Yeah, the whole house. I was like, dude, if you ever think about selling this house, you better tell me.
Could you convert it to like a single, or you would just rent out?
I would just rent out. I would just rent out.
Yeah, that would pay for this.
Yeah, and just live here, and I would absolutely do that. But I mean, dude, this house I would imagine is worth right now probably $500,000, maybe more.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean,
if you sold it, they would probably knock it down for townhomes.
Really?
I would think. Yeah. Or someone would like flip it. I don't know what the other units look like.
So tired of people thinking like real estate people like thinking like, oh, I can flip shit. I watch TikTok things all day. It's like,
yeah, I know.
I think people think flipping a house is a lot easier than it is, dude.
I mean, it's probably
to know what you're doing. And
now it's kind of fucked because like construction costs are really high. Yeah. So like when you buy a house, that construction period, I mean, you're going to spend a lot of fucking money. That was weird. That light turned on.
I think it's one of the bulbs is fucking whatever. I almost started a fire. I put a LED light bulb against a regular like old school glass one, and I didn't realize the glass one is hot. Remember, I forget, it gets hot as shit. And when it went out, I unplugged it to put it back, and it melted the LED one. I was like, oh my damn, that's good juice, huh?
Yeah,
I know.
It tastes like boba.
It's fucking good. It's
like these like gummy things in the middle. Is that really coconut?
I have no idea, man. I think so. What do you think? You think they just put random shit in there?
It tastes like boba. Like, have you had boba?
Yeah, I don't like boba.
Yeah, I'm not that big a fan either. But
I think it's like a lot of sugar too. It's really bad for you. It's a lot of calories. It's just like
what, boba or
coconut
water?
Boba.
Yeah,
no, coconut water is great for you. What are you talking about?
Sophia loves it, but
yeah, everyone should love it. It tastes great. It's good stuff. Fiesta, man.
No, I'm sorry. She loves boba. I don't like boba.
Oh, she loves boba? Yeah, she's Asian. Of course she does.
Oh, yeah.
What's with Asians and boba? I don't know. I don't know.
They created it. They love it.
Yeah, but it's got a lot of calories. It's just the balls are just like sugar.
It's just sugar balls, right?
Yeah. It's really bad for you. A lot of calories. So speaking of Sophia, you miss her, dude. I was thinking about this today. I wasn't joking when I got her that pepper spray. I hope she took it with her, and I hope she.
Did she text you?
I don't know. No, she didn't. Did she?
Oh, she was like, "Tell JP thank you for."
I was being dead serious. I was like, dude, if I was like her boyfriend, I'd be like, dude, please be careful out there, because dude, it's just she's so small. And like,
I don't know. I don't really worry about stuff like that. I probably should.
Just because she's so small. It's not even the fact that she's a girl. It's the fact that she's like so small.
Yeah.
Like to pick her up and throw her in a car in the trunk of my car would take no effort. No offense.
It really wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
She's so weak.
Exactly.
She's so frail.
I'm like, I know.
Not only is she small, she never works out at all.
I know. She should work out. She should work out. What, does she just never like working out or what? I guess she's always been so petite. She never has to worry about stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right?
She's like, I don't really like, I've always been fit. But when she comes back, I'm gonna get.
Once she hits that cliff.
Once we live together,
probably, you know what? She could probably work out. Like, just watch what you eat, and she could work out like twice a week and be fine.
Yeah,
you know, like, and then she could be real. She could be real jacked. She should be real jacked.
But that's a twofold improvement. Watch what you eat and work out.
But dude,
she doesn't watch what she eats.
Dude, watching what you eat is like, I feel so much. I've been trying to watch what I eat a lot lately.
Dude, I'm not eating well.
Really? Why? Yeah. What have you been?
Well, I've just been like eating a lot of cereal, and I feel like that's high in sugar. Man,
that's pretty. What
it's like healthy cereal, but it's got tons of sugar.
Yeah,
and it's just like today I had like 2 big bowls, and I felt like shit afterwards.
Yeah,
I had a headache. I was like tired and achy. I was like, I gotta go to the gym. I gotta like work all this sugar off.
Dude, you know I don't drink milk. I can't drink milk, dude.
I did like almond milk. But,
okay, that's
but still, it's just like a bowl of sugar essentially.
Yeah, almond milk's got a lot of sugar in it too. Did you know?
Well, it's the unsweetened one.
Okay, I was gonna say the sweetened ones.
Yeah, the cereal's like where all the sugar is.
How do they even make that? They just, I don't know.
They just add so much sugar to make it taste good.
No, the almond milk in general. They just crush it up and add water to it. Like, I don't get. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds. These vegans.
I think they press it.
Yeah, we shouldn't.
They press it. So like what's left over is almond flour that they use for like almond flour. So they can use both parts, I feel like.
My stepmom always, she's a good cook, and she tries to make healthy food because my dad is ridiculous and just eats everything. So she's like, at least if he eats everything that he does, he will eat healthy food. And she always she'll make something like bread or something, and it tastes good, but afterwards she'll be like, can you tell the difference? Like, yeah, I can absolutely tell the difference. This doesn't taste like bread at all. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad, but you can 100% tell the difference.
Yeah, it's like you can get up to a certain point. You can get like 90%.
Yeah,
it's never going to taste
it's never going to taste the same.
Like, no matter how good they make these these burgers that are full plant-based, like the Beyond Burger, it tastes fucking good, but it's still not like a juicy hamburger.
There's no way you'll ever be able to convince me that a burger made out of chemicals is healthier than a beef burger. I don't care.
It's not made out of chemicals. Some of them are, but it's just like pea protein. So I don't know how they take the protein out of peas, but it's just peas.
That's not what I was told. I was told they made it in a petri dish and it's a bunch of chemicals and they put it together.
Okay, are you talking about like where they grow meat?
Beyond, yeah. Isn't that what a Beyond Burger is? It's no meat at all?
The Impossible Burger is like that.
Okay, the Impossible. Okay, what's the? Okay, no, so see, now you're getting all this shit. Okay, either way,
the Impossible Burger. If you look at the ingredient list, it's like 50 ingredients, and they're all like chemicals.
Yeah, they can't be good for you.
So
dude.
I agree with that. Yeah,
I'd rather eat nothing than eat that.
Or I'd rather eat a piece of beef than eat that. At that point.
Yeah. What are you doing?
But the Beyond Burger is just like it's like vegetables.
Yeah, I had a mushroom burger once, and it was good. It was like a mushroom patty made out of.
I mean, once like they'll figure out a way how to make it in like 50 years. Where it's going to be amazing, but
you're hoping.
I'm hoping. Someone out there, please.
Someone out there smarter than me.
Could you tell by my tone that I'm?
I know. I love the fact that there's like there's chemists that are working on cancer, and there's people working on vaccines, and then there's a guy out there working on the impossible burger.
Working on the perfect plant-based burger.
Perfect plant-based burger. That's one of the best scenes.
I mean, I think. What?
In Breaking Bad, where they actually go to, what I'm talking about, where they go to the chicken. They start off the show where he's.
You know my stance on Breaking Bad. So I tried it. What? Oh, if it was in the first 2 seasons, I probably saw it.
No, it was at the very end.
Oh, okay.
It was at the very end. Oh, I'm not going to ruin it for you in case you ever.
I'm never going to watch it.
Why?
It didn't age well.
Oh
you know what?
I watched one. I came across one show randomly the other day, and I started watching. I was like, this is awesome.
You know what? We were discussing this in the group text like a few months back. We were like, you had posted a movie and then we were talking about it.
Yeah.
And then like I randomly was like, I'm going to Google, does Breaking Bad hold up? just to see if anyone else has had this
And
thought.
what'd they say?
There was like a whole Reddit thread about does it hold up, and there was like a whole discussion. It was a huge thread, and like so many people had my stance.
Oh, really?
Where they're like, yeah, at the time, like it was amazing, but like if you're watching it new, like it's a little bit outdated.
How so?
Not just like the tech with like the flip phones and stuff, but it's like TV has gotten so much better that it was the first of its kind, and it was groundbreaking for that type of show. But
name one better. Name a better show.
Euphoria is shot way better. I don't like it's dark and I don't like
it's shot better. Yeah, of course.
I'm saying
the technology is.
Yeah, but I'm saying like TV is like the writing is better now. Like it's more real.
I'll give you Euphoria is fucking. It's up there. It's good, man. But
but I'm talking about like shows like that.
Yeah,
Dave's is.
But I'm talking about TV drama. TV
dramas. Succession. Have you seen that?
No. What is that about?
It's about. I've been watching it recently. It's about a dad who owns like a multinational corporation, and like he has like 3 kids, and they're all vying for like who's going to succeed him because he had a brain aneurysm, and they thought like they were fighting over it, but then he survives it and comes to life, so they're all like jockeying for position.
Okay,
but it's
I'll give it a shot, but it sounds awful. I also started watching. There's a show called Yellowstone. It's basically
I heard Yellowstone's really good.
It's basically the same thing that you just described. It's 100% basically just like with cowboys. It's basically what you described. There's a dad who owns all this shit, and he's trying to protect it because he's getting other people trying to push him out because it's not what it used to be.
Oh, okay. But is it set in modern times?
No, yeah, set in modern time. He's in Yellowstone. Yeah, okay. And so like it's basically about him and his kids. Like his kids are like.
I heard it's really good actually.
I watched like a full season and I was like, yeah, but it kind of gets like, okay, this is stupid. Like just it's one of those shows. I hate when. What? I don't know. It's one of those shows where you're just like, well, why didn't you just do this? You don't have to go around and like shoot up a mountain. Just get a lawyer and take him to court. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Why do you like? And there's one scene where like, oh well, I don't want to. There's one scene where they're like running from a grizzly bear, and the guy's got a gun. It's like, just why don't you shoot the fucking thing? What are you doing? And he doesn't end up shooting it. And it's like, what do you?
Yeah, you can't outrun. They're running away from a grizzly.
And then the guy gets in trouble for shooting. He does eventually shoot the grizzly, and he gets in trouble for it. And the cop like comes and gives him shit. Like the cop, if the cop knew the scenario, obviously people are dead. So he's not gonna be like, oh, why'd you shoot the bear? He's like, there's people dead here.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck about this grizzly bear?
Is the grizzly bear protected? Is it like a protected species? Yeah, but like once it's attacking a human, the protection doesn't matter.
Yes. What do you think? Take that trial to court.
I gotta die.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta die. Sorry, you gotta let the grizzly bear eat you, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like stupid stuff like that. Like that doesn't make any sense. It's retarded. Sorry, you shouldn't use the R word anymore. But yeah, it didn't make any sense.
Is that really canceled?
It's one of the scenes. No, yeah, you can't use that word.
Dude, I was thinking on NPR today, they were talking like they had like this this Hispanic professor talking about like Latinx versus Latino versus Latina. I was like, if anyone ever calls me Latinx, I'm not talking to them for a month.
It's like, okay, I'm
Latino.
I'm learning Spanish.
And I'm only Latino.
Yeah,
and
like,
I don't care.
It's not the same as English because the A and the O is like masculine and feminine. It's literally
like
part of the language.
Nosotros, that's
first,
us.
Nosotras, which is the ladies.
But nosotros means man and women.
You're right.
Like if it was a group of everyone,
right? But it's just women. You say nosotras, right?
Nosotras. You can say nosotros too, actually. Then too.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to learn. So I'm working on that.
Yeah, like vamos.
Yeah.
So like it's all like,
I know. Go. It doesn't make sense.
Like it's all masculine, but it's like for feminine too.
Yeah. I think if people like stuff like that, it's just like you're just bored. You've got nothing else to do.
If anyone ever calls me Latinx,
you're bored.
I'm not talking to you for a month.
You're bored. I can't say a story on air, but you missed it Saturday. We had a very funny discussion about something like this. I can't say it on
really. Why?
Because it involves people that might listen to this.
Oh, okay.
But we had a very funny discussion about something similar, and I'm sure I think you could have a guess like somewhere in the proximity of what it is, which is funny too.
Yeah.
So but I'll tell you about it later. But yeah, we were talking about that on Saturday. How was the show Saturday? Who'd you go see again?
Andrew Schultz.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, the openers murdered.
Who was his openers?
I don't know, man. Some black guy came on initially. He was like the host, the DJ.
You don't remember his name?
Nah, he fucking killed.
I'm sure I would know.
He was so good. But they only did like
was he fat?
He was a little chubbier. He did like 10 minutes. And then the second guy had like long hair. Apparently he's on like his show.
Okay.
He's like in the background somewhere, like he chimes in and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He fucking murdered too. And then Schultz was good, but he did like an hour and a half set.
Damn.
So I feel like a lot of it was like him just like talking to the crowd and stuff.
Yeah.
Which was like kind of like, it wasn't like joke punchline, punchline.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So I felt like if he had condensed it to like 45 minutes or an hour, it would have been amazing.
That's a long show, man.
It would have been amazing.
Yeah. You can only listen to one person.
Yeah. So there were there was some great shit in there, but it wasn't all great. If he had condensed it, it would have been a fucking amazing show. But I mean, it's still pretty good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Did you have a good time? How much were the tickets? I always wondered that. Like,
I think like 70.
Oh, okay.
At Bayou City Music Hall.
That's not bad.
And then, whatchamacallit? What I didn't like is like at the end of the show, he got people from the crowd to sing a song. Britney Spears, Hit Me Baby One More Time, with like all the comedians and stuff. It was real gimmicky. He's like, I like to end the show with a song. Like, who can sing? That's gay. And like these like drunk 2 dudes came up and like we're taking their shirts off and like we're dancing. And it was like kind of funny. Like you had to be there, but it was also like, this is super gimmicky. Like if I pay top dollar to go see a comedian, I don't need this. I don't want to see drunk guys. I don't need this shit. Like, tell me some jokes and then we're good.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to see some fucking dude in the crowd, like some fat little short Mexican, like taking off his shirt and like, yeah, he's being funny and he's drunk, but like, you know, like I don't need to see that.
There is, I know he probably did it first, but there are so many of the funny news like the short funny, like does what his stuff is, you know, he reports the news but also makes jokes about the news he just reported on. There's so many on TikTok, dude. It's
really?
Like there's one of them that I watch is
he spawned that genre.
He did spawn that genre. I think he was the first one that I saw,
even though like Colbert and them, like all those late shows,
but he was the one that did it like, you know, not like fast paced, like now I mean they do it on TikTok because you only have like 3 minutes or whatever. It's the longest video, so they all do it.
Really?
But he's the one that started it, but there's a lot of them now that do it. He did one of them I follow is called The Pocket Report. It's pretty good. They were talking about I mean, like, what was it? Someone did a joke. It's like something about the Iraq war, and it's like no, they're one of the joke. I remember the joke. She goes like, they released the report on global warming. She's like, bad news, you know, good news says the bad news is that the study says that we're going to reach global warming like non-turnaround point where we're non-turnaround in the next 10 years. He goes, that's the bad news. The good news is it's probably going to cancel student debt because most of us will be dead in like 20 years. So he's like, Joe Biden made this promise on canceling student debt. He's like, because we probably won't survive. So I was like, that's pretty good. But yeah, stuff like that. It was pretty funny.
You need to send me some because I want to follow.
Yeah, you should. I mean,
I want to be able to get my news like with humor.
Yeah, I know. It's good. I mean, it's so much quicker. The bodies falling off the airplane.
Oh yeah,
dude,
we got to talk about Afghanistan.
I watched.
Not that we're the most informed. You're gonna get very uninformed takes here, guys.
This is very uninformed.
But
okay, here's the thing that here's the main takeaway, and I don't mean that this is gonna sound very rude and very.
We'll see, because maybe people are thinking it, but they don't want to say it.
The main thing they need is education. Dude, how dumb. When I saw people, I know people died and it's very offensive to say, but how dumb. You think you can hang on to a plane that's at 10,000 feet or whatever?
Desperation, or is that?
It doesn't matter. You think you can hold on to a plane that's traveling 300 miles an hour? Or maybe, I don't know how fast planes. You can't hold on to a plane. And at 10,000 degrees, 10,000, like that's just, if you never, I mean, obviously these people have never ridden on planes before, but if you've seen a plane, you think I can hold on to that? Like what was the go-to? That was the first thing I took is like, if I told a 10-year-old, hey, go hold on to that plane and they're going to take off, they'd be like, no, this is, right. I would hope that that kid would have enough common sense. So the fact that there's grown adults doing that is like, how,
that's education?
What else could it be?
I don't know.
That's the only thing it could be. Like, dude, that was the only thing I thought. I was like, these people need education.
That was your one takeaway, though.
Well, I mean, when all the videos I see is like, you know, obviously it's sad, but it's like they're just uninformed, like about everything. I just don't think they have enough connection with the outside world. The people in general.
No, the people. I mean, it's a pretty open society. It's not like North Korea. I just don't understand how the Taliban can overrun the army.
They explained it.
Yeah, they just didn't fight.
They didn't fight. They said,
but how do you not fight them?
They explained it this way. They said, you're thinking like, you know, we are the America. We're all for America here. Well, think about it. They're from tribes. So every Afghanistan is broken into different tribes. So like, it'd be like Texas being its own tribe, you know, Alabama being its own tribe. So they don't care about, as Texans, they wouldn't care about Alabama. As Alabamans, they wouldn't care about Floridians.
Yeah.
So if there's someone gonna take over everything, they would only worry about their tribe, and it's easily taken.
But I think that's a cop out, though. I think because we trained them for 20 years.
They're dumb. I watched a training video about them. Did you watch a train? There was a training video on Reddit. Oh man, it was pathetic.
But can I imagine,
dude? What are the? I wish you would have seen this. Oh man, I wish I could play this video for you.
Is it an actual?
Oh man, it's actual. Oh man, it was the top post on Reddit this morning. God, I should have said it.
Okay, but while you find it, find it. But okay, we've given them tanks, jets, helicopters, guns. Train them. Imagine if someone trained you in your current position at work for 20 years, and after 20 years they're like, all right man, it's on you, and the first day of work you're like, you drop your fucking pen or your computer, you're like, nah, can't do it, I'm out. It's like you had 20 years to train.
I know. God, I wish I could show you this video. I don't remember I look.
It's probably on like the news page or something.
Yeah, but it was this morning. It was the very top. I woke up and I could only get through a minute because it was like depressing to watch. But it was funny. But when you're like, okay,
did it make sense that they're like, oh,
it made
poorly trained?
It made absolutely sense. But the guy was it was a video of our guys, and he's like, I don't know what the video was made for. I'm not really sure I don't remember what the video was made for. Let's see if I can just Google it. Hang on one second. Try to fill the space.
Well, personally, I agree with the move I think everyone agrees with the move to leave. I think the consensus is that everyone agrees.
Yeah, I know, but
I hear conservatives like talking about how
but
the withdrawal was done sloppily.
What is
but there's no good time to ever leave. But
you can't. Where are you going to leave? You have to be able to take care of your own people. If you leave somewhere, you're just going to take those. It's like getting a new girlfriend, or moving. You know, when you have in a shitty relationship and you move to another state, you're still in that shitty relationship. Nothing's going to change. Yeah, you might. You know, you're. It's just you're going to take your problems with you. Like I said, like you're going to take your problems with you. You're not going to assimilate to Europe because you're from Afghanistan, and you want to be you want to be Afghanistan. You want to live with your beliefs and your religion, and moving to Europe, it's not. You're going to just give yourself a different set of problems. Europeans
no. I'm talking about us withdrawing.
Oh, I mean. We should never, obviously.
But I'm saying like people are like,
there's no answer.
Oh,
I don't know.
There were thousands of lives that like lost and like trillions of dollars for what? For nothing?
Yes.
I'm like,
for nothing. Yeah. Exactly.
We had sunken costs.
Yes, we were.
It's like
no, we wanted their. Who knows?
Yeah, no, we should have never gone in the first place. But the reason to stay isn't because we've invested so much already. We might as well keep investing more until the job's done. It's like no, that's the bad way of looking at it. It's sunken cost. If you have a business that's failing, you don't keep pumping money into it. Yeah. You fucking take it out to the back and you shoot it in the head.
Here's the problem: when politics are involved, it's not a thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, like Trump, like 4 presidents have tried to get us. Well, not get us out, but Trump wanted to get us out. Yeah, and Biden wanted to get us out.
Anyways, I can't find the video, but I'll tell you what happened. So basically, the commander, he's like, okay, we're here.
This is an American commander?
Yeah, it's an American commander. He's like, we're here. They have a platoon of American people. Yeah. We are sent here specifically. No, we don't fight. We train the Afghan army. So he goes, it's like 8 a.m, and they're supposed to be up and ready to go. And he gets there on location, and he like gets the guy in charge. He's like, "Where is everybody?" And the guy's just like, "I don't know." He's like, "I swear, it's like 8 a.m." The guy goes, I swear, he's like, walks into the commander. He's like, "Where is everybody?" And the commander just does like, "Well, you know." And he's like, "God damn it!" He goes, "Get everybody over here." So they call out. People start coming out. He's like, that guy's helmet's on backwards. I swear to God. The first thing he goes, that guy's helmet's on backwards. He goes, okay. He goes over and fixes his helmet. But more people showing up. He's like, there's a guy wearing a bright blue t-shirt. He's like, we're gonna go on patrol in the mountains. He goes, that guy's wearing a bright blue t-shirt. They're gonna see you from a mile away. You can't. And then he's like, and then he yells at him. And he's like, go change. And then people start coming back, and he's like, where's your guns? And they're like, oh, they're over there. He's like, he starts to obviously he's he's like losing his shit because he's like, we've been it's not like their first date. They've been training for months on it.
Dude, you gotta find it.
I gotta find. I cannot.
Yeah, find it later and then send it to me.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. But then like the funny part is like they're smoking hashish, which I guess is weed, and like he goes to get everybody, and they're like smoking weed. He's like, who's smoking hashish? He's like,
we all are.
Apparently, I didn't know I didn't know that was allowed over there. Hashish? I thought that was I thought that was I didn't think you can't drink, but you could smoke weed.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it was just
hashish is like a very Islamic thing, I think. It was very, very Middle Eastern.
It was
thing.
A shit show. Like I shit you not. You get 5 guys from Alabama with shotguns. They would take these guys out in a week. Like they overtook Afghanistan. It took them a month, dude. We were there for how long? And 20 years. It took them a month to take it back.
Fucking. What's crazy is like the president just like up and left.
Bounced. He took a bunch of money with him. Got on a plane and was like, all right,
what would you have done if you were that president? Because if you stay, they're hanging you in the town square. They're cutting off your head.
Yeah, for sure.
In the town square.
I mean, I would have.
It's like, the guy, do I be a coward?
Guys, what was our plan?
Would you rather live 20 years as a coward or die a fucking hero?
I would live 20 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's a coward, and we can all point and laugh and be like, you're a fucking disgrace.
20 years, dude. 20 years. You didn't have a plan to get 20 years.
Yeah. Well, was he? Yeah. Are you talking about in general, not just the president, though?
Yeah, I'm talking. No, the president of Afghanistan.
Who knows how long he's been in power?
We can't say that for. I don't know. I don't even. Do you know? Do you even know? Name the. What's the name?
I don't know. I've seen pictures.
Exactly.
I've seen pictures of him.
I've never even.
I've seen pictures of him because he's a coward. Everyone's like, look at this coward. Like literally.
Like what would you like? You would do anything different?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like yeah, we're all judging him, but like
do the same thing they did.
Yeah, I'd be like, all right, the Taliban's at the city gates. They're like, hey, we're coming in.
I would have done the exact.
And the entire army's been like, nah, fuck this.
Someone load the plane.
So by myself, I'm gonna fight the Taliban. No, like the army's not gonna fight. I'm not gonna fight.
Yeah, I don't feel bad. I mean, the only thing. I mean, I really feel bad for the women. I mean, it's just a bad situation. Dude.
Yeah, apparently they're gonna let women work and stuff.
Sure,
they've promised the international
chopped off a lady's head today for not wearing a burqa.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
it happened today.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure?
It
could be an old video that's like circulating.
It happened today because they were just saying like they were like you said you were gonna let women and they're like chopped off.
Yeah, but I'm saying someone maybe posted an older video.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe, but
fuck with you. You never know about the internet.
They were. Well, I honestly thought too they should give them shrooms. I was like these guys are a bunch of losers. Like guys, you
give them shrooms.
You don't have anything.
The Taliban.
Yeah, like start a business. Like do something. Like it's like I said, it gives you purpose. Like to try to be a badass and kill someone with a gun. But it's like they only do that because you don't have anything better to do. Like if I think start a business, it's like having kids for no reason. It's like it gives you purpose. Like that shouldn't be your purpose. If the only point in your life is to have kids, and you should not have kids probably.
Yeah, I feel like it's all power and money though. Like it's wrapped in this like ideological like religion.
What are you doing with your money? You fucking wear sandals that are fucking and it's not like you're driving around Mercedes.
Maybe it's not all about power and
That's
money.
what I'm saying. What is it about? I think it's boredom. I think you got nothing better to do.
They're sitting on like the biggest like lithium ores.
Lithium?
Yeah.
Ooh. What do you do with lithium? Like put in batteries?
Yeah. Okay. That's like the basis of like electric vehicles and shit. They're sitting on a huge amount of lithium. I think like the most in the world.
Really?
So like that's going to go to like a small group of people now. Wow. Like it's not going to go to a business. It's going to be like oligarchs.
Yeah.
It's going to be like 10 powerful men. They're just going to own all the lithium. Yeah. And everyone else is going to be poor. And that's how it's going to be.
Wow.
Just like North Korea or whatever. Yeah. So I think it's all about power and money.
Just a bunch of bad news. I mean, this is just like this is the last thing we needed right now, guys. Can we just get some good news going on here?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with fucking leaving. Like it looks bad, but
I agree. But I mean, no.
I'm not going to go over there to fight for them.
Well, go fuck
You're going to go fight for their country.
You could go fuck yourself.
Yeah. I'm not someone was like, hey, you need to we need to get back in there.
Dude, I told you I was so close to join the Marines at the high school. Oh my god, thank God I didn't. Man. Thank God I didn't.
I wonder what kind of person you would be now.
Oh man, I would.
I love Trump,
dude. I would.
I got him tattooed on my butt cheek.
I was talking to a recruiter and everything, and I was like, nah. I remember he hit me up one time, and he was like, hey, you still thinking about joining the military?
It could be good. I feel like
that's when I had already like applied to tech. I was like, nah, man, I'm going to tech. He's like, oh, okay.
I think it'd be cool if you're like doing cool shit like I don't know, like you're in the Air Force and you're flying jets and shit. I think you're doing like computer software and like some high tech stuff.
Okay, dude.
If you're a foot soldier in fucking Afghanistan, going door to door.
Let me explain something to you.
What?
Being in the military, if you don't know, if you've ever been on a movie set, when I went to that private school, they ran events, right, which was large events, and it's a lot like the military because it takes all these different parts. You know, you got to work with catering, you got to work with parking, you got to work with security, you got to make sure all the people are there on time. You know, it's all these different parts. You're throwing events all across the nation, so it's a lot like the military, right? Yes, there is times where it's always like quick, stop, wait, quick, stop, wait. In the military, it's so big, it's like the government. It takes forever to do anything, so most of the time you're just sitting on your ass waiting around.
Yeah,
because it takes so long. I'm not telling you probably, that's the way it is. So when they say these commercials of you like jumping out of airplanes, that is maybe 2% of your time. The rest of the time is you're just sitting somewhere waiting.
Yeah, but I still think, I mean, like if you're like a pilot, you still do like random patrols. Like you're not fighting all the time.
I don't think it's like that. That's what I'm saying.
They do like a lot of like practice. Like they just practice all day off of.
How do we even know? I love that we were talking like we either of us have any idea.
The only reason I know this is because of all the UFO stuff that I've come across. So apparently, no, like off the coast of like, what are those big boats called that have like all the jets and stuff? Carriers. Yeah, the big carriers. Apparently, they do like they fly every day. And they do like routines and practices, and they're like they just do like they're never like they're rarely in combat, but they just fly every day.
I wonder how much money it probably costs. Like $1 million. I don't know how much
for a takeoff
just to have a ship in the ocean. It probably costs $1 million a day.
That thing is billions of dollars. It's probably so high tech. It's got sonar, radar, like missiles, like probably like 10 fucking jets. Yeah.
If only we spent that money on education. No, I'm convinced like education.
Dude, did you see? We spent like trillions. We could have canceled all student debt. We could have done so many things with like all the money that went to Afghanistan. I'm so glad we're out.
What did we? I'm glad too. I mean, I feel bad, but like we've been in this point. Like, what more can we do at this point? At this point too.
That's the question. Could we have done anything differently? I mean, I don't know enough about the situation.
I know we went in. They were like, "Do we get oil? Do we get like oil supplies from them? Like, what was the motivation for going in? Because I'm not sure it was 9/11 anymore. So was there like another? Is there?
Everyone makes that oil claim, but I don't think Afghanistan has oil.
Do we get oil from them?
No, Afghanistan doesn't have oil.
I heard like El Salvador has more, or like somewhere in South America has way more.
I think we really went in there they were harboring a lot of terrorists. The Taliban was in control in the 90s.
I got news for you, man. I got news for you, man. They still have terrorists.
Yeah, I know.
They still have
But they were openly like working with them and stuff. And like the government we put in place was not working with them. They were like, we hate terrorists. Like we're going to fight them. But the Taliban are like, they work with Al Qaeda and stuff. And apparently after 9/11, we're like, fuck this. We're taking down the Taliban. We're putting in a democracy. Like this is not going to be a hotbed for terrorism anymore. So I guess, I mean, people always like, oh, we only go in there for oil, which is like, I mean, why don't we invade North Korea then?
I say we give them shrooms and pornography. And I think that would help calm them down.
Oh, I mean, I think that's a big. The root of it is they're all suppressed sexually.
I know,
because you're not allowed to see a woman's fucking
or
calf.
Alcohol.
Yeah, it's like
that's what I was like. I'm not trying to be funny.
Which goes back to Islam.
I'm not trying to be funny. If they were like, hey, what would you do to try to get these guys to calm down? I'd be like, easy. Give them some porn and some alcohol, maybe some weed.
No,
give them some booze.
Get them laid.
If they got laid, let's not send bombs over there. Let's send them as much alcohol. I'm not even joking. Every week we're gonna go. Every week,
shrooms actually would open their mind.
We're gonna go to the center of each corner and we're just gonna put alcohol at the corner and just like leave it there. Anyone can take whatever as much as they want. Tell me they won't be able.
Alcohol makes people violent sometimes. I would say shrooms. Yeah, I think fighting would.
That's why I was so impressed when they were like doing weed. I was like, these motherfuckers got weed over here.
That's probably why they didn't. They were like, oh, the Taliban's coming. Fuck this shit. It's like, I'm high as fuck. I am not fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like, would a bunch of stoners like be like, all right, let's fucking go?
I don't know. Oh, did you see the video? They took over like a U.S. base. They had a gym that they left. They just. By the way, that's the thing. They didn't. Well, I love the fact that we just left all our shit.
Yeah, I wanted.
We left tanks. We left fucking Humvee. Dude, they were patrolling the Afghans. Seized Humvees from the.
I don't understand.
Afghan army, and they were cruising around our Humvees.
Do you think this like we look bad now?
We look terrible.
Did you see that Russia? Did you see that
China had a funny joke? Did you see China's joke?
But did you see they didn't leave? Russia and China, they still have like their embassies.
Hey guys, have fun, guys.
No, I'm saying like, they're like, oh, America's fucking pussy.
Have fun, guys. Go ahead.
I will say, like, no one really fucks with China anymore. They fucking swing their dick around the world, and they're like, oh, do you want a new bridge? We'll pay for it.
Oh, we're fucked. We're done. You know, we're fucked.
They swing their dick around.
That they have they did a new trading route with ships. I forget what it was.
The new Silk Route or whatever.
Is that what it is? Yeah, with ships they have a new trading route, and they're
investing in all these like African countries and stuff, all these ports.
Where they did it, they were like, yeah, we won. What are you gonna do? You gonna fuck with this? No way. We did it smartly. Instead of trying to invade people, I think their plan was like, we're gonna monetarily overtake you. We're making so much money that what are you gonna do? We're gonna just we're not gonna fight you with a war. We're gonna fight you monetarily. Yeah. You need us. Now you need us.
Networks and like.
Yeah. The only reason that stops them is that nobody trusts that. The only reason, which is why they hate Bitcoin so much, is because their currency, people don't take the Chinese dollar or whatever is the yen. They don't trust the yen because the Chinese government is the one that holds the value, right? Yeah. Well, it's not based on the market. It's based on what the Chinese government. So no one trusts that. So that's why they have to do. They're like, you want to do a transaction with Chinese government, you have to do it in the American dollar. But crypto is doing that's why they're so afraid of crypto, because now with crypto you don't need the American dollar anymore. It's going to replace the American dollar. All you need is crypto. Yeah, you could deal with China now because the market sets the value of crypto. No government, no, yeah.
China's
they've outlawed crypto. Yeah. Because like let's say Mark, you know how the government says, Marcos, you make they control what you make, but if you have your money in crypto, they can't control what you make. You can save as much money you want. They can't touch it because it's anonymous, right? They don't know who owns it.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh fuck that, it's illegal in China now.
Huh. How would that work though, like government wise in the future?
What do you mean?
How would they like assess taxes and stuff?
That would be a flat rate. SEC's trying to work that. I mean, that's one of the things about that. I mean, that's why the problem with any government, they don't like cryptos because it's supposed to be anonymous. So it's like it's just going off.
Yeah. So they can't find my Coinbase account.
Well, I mean, they can't. No, ideally no. Like, Coinbase is now working with the FCC to report on taxes for that very reason. But if you kept in like a wallet that wasn't saved on Coinbase or someone that worked with the government and reported tax, Coinbase started. I think this year they're going to start reporting with the SEC.
So if they didn't start reporting,
if they didn't, like let's just say you had. I don't know. Well,
I feel like they would have.
Some of them don't.
Like you're trading.
You can have a cold wallet, which is not on the internet, right? So you just take your crypto, pull it on like a flash drive, and put it in a lockbox, and no one's gonna know how much money you have because it's not on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's one of the things that.
Yeah, that's the same as like being a drug dealer and working in cash and then putting cash under your bed.
Except this one's way more. Way more legitimized than that, and you can. Yeah,
it's a new form of just having cash.
Yeah, and it's interesting, man. I mean, it's the crypto is going crazy right now. It's up a lot. Recently, it crashed for a while, and now it's starting to go back up. And like I don't know if it's starting to go back up because the economy's like been shitting. I predict by the end of this year we are going to be in a shithole.
You think so?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think by the end of this year, beginning before June of next year for sure. I think we're going to see some sort of crash for sure. Probably by the end of this year. Because
how the
government was buying bonds for a long time to help stabilize the economy, and they're slowly starting to wait out, slowly starting to stop. I think in the end of this month they're starting to pull back on doing that. So it's going to be interesting what's going to happen.
I mean, it's got to stop eventually. Maybe this housing market will fucking crash finally.
I think it's going to. I mean, we're going to see.
There's no way, like, on one hand, our economy can crash, and on the other hand, like, you still can't buy a house.
It's called hyperinflation, my man. It's absolutely possible.
Yeah.
It's absolutely possible.
Yeah, they're just not building houses anymore.
Yeah.
What is going on?
I don't know. It's like, as I was like, when I saw that's the only thing I thought.
It's COVID fucked everything.
Can we catch a break? I mean,
I just think people need to work. Stop being so fucking scared.
It's not things were great beforehand. I don't think people are scared. Is there people scared of?
Dude, I mean, I keep hearing, like, on the way here, I was listening to NPR and they were like, every teacher has quit. Teachers keep quitting. A lot of them quit because they're scared.
I don't think that's. I think it's like, dude, you don't pay me enough to put up with your bullshit with your shitty kid. I think it's more that.
But then how are people living?
I don't know.
That's what I don't understand.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Like, I hear there's this huge, like, what's it called? The Great Resignation?
Yeah.
Where it's like everyone's quitting. And it's like a real thing. Like, I keep hearing about it.
Yeah.
What is everyone doing for money? How are they paying rent? How are they eating?
It's a great question, man.
I'm like, I don't have the luxury to just quit.
I don't know.
And I know most Americans are worse off than me. So I'm like, how does everyone else have the luxury to quit?
Maybe it's just like doing their...
Do I just not save enough? Shit.
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know what everybody else is doing. I just know what I'm doing. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, I personally enjoy being productive and working at this point. I don't know why, but
that's good. No, it's a good feeling. At least you got some. Quit doing that. Yes, I can hear it. Because you feel. At least you get joy out of your work though, right? You feel like you make it. Your commission. Yes, exactly. I like hustling. If I had a job that would make,
if my salary was fixed, and
if I had a job that made commission, I'd work a lot harder too. I mean, I do make commission, but it's like fucking. It takes forever to get the bonus, so it's like, dude, it's not. It's almost non-motivational.
It's so far advanced.
It does. It takes forever. It's talking years. It takes taking years before you get a bonus. You're like, dude, this is. So it's like, I get it. So I'm also I'm not killing it. I think a lot of it is there's the gap between the haves and the have-nots is so big now that people are like, why am I killing myself for you when Joe Schmo down the street I see how much he works. He doesn't work. He may be more educated, may work a little bit harder than me, but the gap is way bigger between our pay rather than where the work is not that much different. You see what I'm saying? So it's unmotivational to see all these people doing so well when when I've been working 40 hours a week as well, and maybe I don't have the education, but doesn't mean I haven't been working as hard. I think that's a big part of it too. It's like same with the teacher. Like, you don't pay me enough to deal with all this COVID, all these shitty kids, remote learning. It's like, this is just not worth it anymore. So I get that.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's going to crash? Just because they're not going to buy bonds anymore?
There's too many. I just think there's too many factors playing in at one time. Like, you can't have skyrocket unemployment. You can't have the government buying back bonds. You can't have the housing being
they're buying back bonds, and they're also giving stimulus.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money in the system.
I know. And it's not just us. It's going to be a global one because everybody's doing that. That's the thing. Everybody's printing more money than they have. We've been printing more money, especially during COVID. The printing of money went up through the roof. But it's not just us. That's the thing. It's everybody. So the whole world's going to go through a market crash.
Dude.
Or some sort of correction.
Government's kind of fucking us right now, actually.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like their hands are tied too. It's like, what do you want us to do?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just honestly, it's impressive. I know it's depressing. We should talk about something. Yeah, we should try.
What were we gonna say before that? Though
we always do this.
Yeah, we get real dark here.
I know. We got to start talking about stuff that's.
That's what's happening in the world right now.
Yeah, I guess so. Do you see anything?
We could talk sports, but I don't
want to talk about sports. I don't. Who gives a fuck? I think that's the thing. Like, I think sports is the same way. It's like, what do you fuck about sports right now?
Okay, maybe we can talk about the bigger overarching theme in society right now. It's just like no one gives a shit. No one gives a shit
about anything.
No one's watching sports anymore.
I don't give it. Do you? Yeah.
No, I've been
sports.
Disinterested.
Yeah,
I've been more I like soccer now, but like football and like basketball and stuff.
Guys, who do we give? I don't give.
Why is everyone becoming more disinterested? Like the Olympics had the lowest ratings ever.
Dude,
like no one cares. What are people doing now?
That's true. Yeah, Olympics. Like usually I watch.
There's disinterest in the job market, the disinterest in like hobbies and activities. Do you think COVID just like rerouted everyone to like?
I think it just like made everybody like do their own thing. It feels like everyone's just doing their own thing now, right? Like,
I feel like humans are very habitual too.
Yeah, that's probably true.
So like once you went a year without watching sports and you develop like other like TV shows to watch or books to read or hobbies, then like you're sticking with that for a bit until like you get back into that groove.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I mean, they're good. I think they're the most part they're good grooves. I don't know.
Or it's just like, I think that generation of like sports watching, like fanatics, like.
I don't like sports people, so you tell me. I mean,
what do you mean?
I don't like it how people.
Like Gen Z, I don't think they watch.
I think if my team loses a game, I'll take like 2 minutes, be like, oh man, that sucks, and then I go about my day because I don't give a shit. If there's people out there that like it ruins their month, like our team, it's like who cares? You don't know those guys. What do you care?
Yeah.
Or like, I know people that will like text like, oh, we get this player. It's like, oh, cool. I don't care.
Yeah,
that's great. Oh, we lost our best player. That sucks. We're gonna suck, huh?
I think it's also like
when they asked us like Tech going or the whatever UT going there, I was like, oh man, that's gonna make our football games more boring. I don't know. Go ahead, do whatever.
Do you really watch any Tech football games?
No.
Yeah,
I mean, I would if they're on, but it's like we don't ever play anyone interesting anyways, and we suck anyways.
They're
like,
on. You just don't care enough to watch.
It's like we're gonna get our. I have no like alma mater. I don't. That's the thing. It's like I got my degree.
Yeah.
If anything, like it's great. I like, I went there. That's cool. But after that is absolutely nothing.
Yeah. We could talk about. This is a great podcast content. We could talk about X. We could talk about Y. The NIL.
I don't even know what that is.
That's name, image, and likeness is what it stands for. So college athletes can make money off of their image and stuff. Can we talk about how much Johnny Manziel lost out on?
Ooh. So I mean, he was rich. He's rich anyways. So what does he care?
Yeah. I mean, daddy's money. That goes a long way.
So what does he care? I wouldn't care. I'd be like, yeah, sure, great. I'm still, still got rich. Yeah.
Yeah, but like.
Also, he's a piece of shit too. So fuck that guy.
He probably would have blown it all. For sure.
Would have? Probably?
Yeah. All the money he had made, or he would have made in college, he would have blown it all. But like still, like that guy lost out on like $5 million at least.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because like the Alabama quarterback, he made $1 million this year.
I heard it's funny because it's gonna be just like Instagram. Like the highest paid one is some like hot lady for like I forget what she is, some Olympic. Or I don't know what she does. Some like hot blonde.
Yeah, who's like a volleyball player.
She's
like no one's ever known her.
Yeah, exactly. But she's just like hot.
No one's ever seen her play volleyball, but we've seen her ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so like, why don't they like have supermodels? Maybe that's the answer to Afghanistan. Take our hottest supermodels. Just be like, hey, ladies, here's what you gotta do.
Don't fucking throw a burqa on them, man. Not allowed to show anything.
Why would you want that in your own life?
I don't know.
Why would
man.
you? That's what I'm saying. Like, why would you want that in your own life?
So much insecure men. Like, like they cover women.
Before they had the revolution for, I don't know what it's called, because Afghanistan used to be a lot more liberal back in the day.
Yeah.
And then they had some revolution and it went back to fucking being
the Russians came.
Whose idea was it was that what it was?
Yeah. The Soviet Union came, I think.
Why would
they helped the rebels because they wanted to start a communist thing, something like that.
Why would you want to start a communist?
Yeah, so I read Kite Runner is a very popular book.
Okay.
Set in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
About this kid, and it's like a really it actually like brought a tear to my face.
Oh.
Yeah, to my eyes like towards the end of the book, but yeah, it starts off like in the 70s and 80s where like this kid is a son of a wealthy businessman in Afghanistan, and they have like a really big house, and they have like a driver, and he's like, it was like really liberal and like business oriented.
Yeah,
it was like a free society and stuff. And then I can't remember vaguely, but like I think the Russians come and they aid like the Taliban to like overthrow, or maybe it was a group before the Taliban, but like it all goes to shit. And ever since that point, it's been shit.
Oh, they hired the Russians, or the
Russians worked in conjunction with like the rebels who were overthrowing.
What does that benefit you? Or were they going after its oil too, or what?
I don't know. I think they wanted to destabilize the area, or they wanted to turn it communist or something.
Why?
Because I think the government was pro America, and so the Soviets were like, yeah, we'll help you overthrow that government. Because they're like they're buddies with America, and we're in the Cold War with America. So like, yeah, if we help you, like you need to set up like a non-democratic nation because we hate democracy.
Why? Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
But like the way they're telling like life in Afghanistan, like you said, like it was like a really liberal, like they like there was wealth and business, and like you'd go to the markets and stuff, and like now it's just like.
That's the saddest thing you've told me in a long time. Jesus Christ.
So ever since like, I guess, what was that? Maybe the 70s or 80s?
Yeah, it was like
it's just been fucked.
Wow.
And I don't think it was the Taliban that came into power. It was someone else.
And then Taliban just took over after them?
I think the Taliban took over in the 90s.
Al-Qaeda.
Once the Soviets, like, they like went away.
Yeah.
They like, whatchamacallit? They got defeated and then dissolved. Then like there was like no one, like who's gonna run Afghanistan, like this party that was backed by the communists, like the communists are gone now, so like they have no power because they were funneling like weapons and shit. So then the Taliban arose.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, you're right. It used to be like,
I wonder, because Putin's still there and he's like, so still supporting him, but how old is Putin, you think?
Probably 55 ish. I would say mid 50s.
Still got a while.
Yeah.
I was thinking, the older you get, you become like a nice person. They say that as you're wiser, but the dude's 55 and he's still a cunt. It's like, what do you want your legacy to be?
Well, Trump was like 77.
Yeah, no, he was just stupid. He was just dumb. He's just dumb. I don't think he's like mean. I think he's just dumb. Yeah, there's a difference. I think Putin tries to be mean on purpose.
Yeah,
I think
Putin's a smart guy.
Trump, yeah. If
you're able to get all that power,
yeah, exactly. And I think he's a smart guy, and he knows how to run stuff. I think Trump was just stupid.
Yeah.
If he was smart enough to do what Putin did, he would have done it. But thank God he wasn't smart enough.
Yeah, Yeah, you're right.
That's the only difference.
If Putin had come to power here,
right, exactly.
He'd probably be like, I think I should be president for 30 years.
Right, exactly. And the idiots would have been like, yeah, let's do it.
Well, yeah, and then he would have even if he did lose, he would have been like, the ballots are wrong.
Right, right, exactly.
What Trump tried to do, but still, he would have succeeded.
Yeah, but he would have succeeded. He would have had a better shot at succeeding.
Or he would have paid people to be like,
or we just started killing people like he does now.
Yeah. Like the opposition?
I do. I mean, which you gotta respect. I mean, I don't like it, but you gotta.
Oh, he's a fucking mobster.
He's a gangster, right? He's
a gangster. He's a straight up Russian gangster.
Yeah. It's funny. He fits, if you put him in a movie as a villain, you'd be like, that fits perfectly.
His face,
yeah, he looks like that guy. Yeah.
Quite a Russian villain face.
He looks like a guy that would murk people for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, jeez, we did all dark. We just
any good news in the world?
I was trying to find something happy. I don't know.
There's been no good climate news.
No good climate news. Even I don't know. I'm trying.
Maybe the fans should.
I'm trying to think of something happy.
Send in some emails to convince you to come to Oaxaca. We hear you're on the fence, man.
I am on the fence, and it's a mixture of things. And again, it's one of those things I'll talk about with you off air. I don't know. Well, honestly, dude, have you seen the flights? Dude, the flights have been
like 400.
Dude,
yeah.
no, I don't know. Now the price, there's American Airlines, they're having pilot shortages, they're having flight crew shortages, they're having plane shortages because the problem with American Airlines and Spirit is just idiots, and they just shut down, they canceled all these flights because I don't know, what was the reason that Spirit did? Anyways, American Airlines, they were having a dispute with the pilots union, and they just said, the pilots we want more money because of COVID, and they're like, no, we're not going to give it to you. American Airlines pilots are fine, go fuck yourself, we're not flying for you. So they canceled all these flights. I forget what the reason for Spirit. I think Spirit is just how is Spirit not bankrupt by now? I don't know. So you have two large, larger flights get canceled. They're all going to try to go to other flights, and there's not that many, so it's just there's only so many companies, so it's like this the surge is and plus with COVID, everything's already a shit show already, so it's like, dude, that's one of the reasons why it's everything's. I've been watching TikTok, people getting stuck places, and it's just not a good time to try to fly that much, man.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I do want to go out. I do want to go out. I want to go to. You're gonna go visit your girlfriend out in where?
LA first.
Yeah, but I would rather go to the National State Park with y'all. But it does sound like a shit show getting there too.
Yeah, there's a lot of logistics.
Yeah,
and we don't even have a place to stay yet.
So. What is y'all's planning here?
Dude, there's no plan.
Y'all just gonna wing it?
There's no plan. I was like, hey, so what? Sequoia National Park is half of California. It's huge. Yeah. So I'm like, were there specific trails that you guys wanted to do or anything? She's like, no, we haven't done anything. You just pick a trail. We'll meet you there, or we'll go there together. Try to find a place. That'd be nice if you could do that. I was like, wait, what?
Am I in charge of this?
Yeah,
now?
This is on me now.
That's great. That's sweet. So, I saw her rent that RV. They're renting the RV thing. That looked dope.
Yeah,
I was like,
it was pretty nice inside too.
Yeah.
She FaceTimed me and kind of.
It's just her and another girl.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah.
How much was that?
The RV?
Yeah,
I have no idea. Actually, I can ask her.
Yeah, I would be curious. I would be curious. I'd be more curious. I would want to do that more than I would fly right now. Why not?
Really?
Just go to state parks. Just chilling.
Yeah.
I've never done it before. I mean, there's so many state parks in the U.S.
You have the freedom just to go wherever.
When's the last time? I want to go see the Grand Canyon. I haven't seen the Grand Canyon since I was a kid. Yellowstone. There's all these parks. All right, they got the flyover. I've never been to all the flyover states in the middle, or fucking Nebraska and Iowa and shit.
But I would want to, they flew to Vegas and then rented it from there.
Okay.
I don't want to drive from fucking Houston because Texas is 10 hours to get out of.
Yeah.
Let's just go somewhere
we have.
Go to Vegas and then we'll rent it.
Yeah,
then,
that sounds way more fun than when the World Cup's supposed to be coming into
I'm going.
US. You're going?
It's like we're gonna be like 40 or like in our mid
really?
40s. Yeah. So who knows what we'll be.
I tell you, we ran.
Hopefully, I'll have a bit of money.
We'll win on this. We ran. It's funny because we went to the World Cup in Brazil, and we ran into people that went to the World Cup before, like people like these guys, and we were in a bar and we're like, hey, we're three buddies here, came to see the World Cup. He's like, oh, that's cool. He's like, yeah, me and my buddy went to the last World Cup with our friends, and then we're all like, let's go to the one in Brazil. But then like we were married, all the guys are married, so we're the only two guys that showed up, and we brought our wives. I was like, that's hilarious. That's
how much was how big was the original group?
It was like 4 or 5 guys. They said because we had a group of like 6.
Like 2 couples.
Yeah, we went to like American bar. We went to an American bar to watch the Americans play. So like, where's the American bar at? So we went to an American bar with all the other Americans, and we were just like talking to people. And dude, it was funny because they were getting all sorts of Americans fucked up inside this bar.
Really?
Like, dude, throwing beer, like getting crazy. Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah,
but it was fun. All right, but we're getting towards the end. It's already been an hour. You believe that?
Yeah. You got a good Reddit.
A good story? Reddit? Oh yeah.
That we always end on. Tradition.
you could do a Reddit.
What's that thread called?
Ask me anything.
Ask me anything.
We do. Let's do. No, what is it? Oh, relationship advice. That was one.
That's a good one too.
Okay, let me see.
There is this other podcast I listen to, the Ryan Russillo podcast.
Yeah,
it's a sports podcast, but at the end he has a segment called Life Advice, where he'll answer like 2 or 3 emails. It is the best.
Oh,
it is
really?
the funniest.
Is it good?
Yeah. Sometimes it's serious.
Is it like good advice or no?
Yeah. No. He's like, he always has like stories that like pertain to it.
Yeah.
Like, look, like this is what happened to me one time. Like I had a similar situation. My roommate did blah blah blah. Like,
Yeah, I got you.
But it's always like very unique things. It's not just like, hey, I think my girlfriend's cheating on me.
We hear stories, mysterious panties found in my wife's 40-year-old. Let's do this one. About a month ago, my wife and I went camping. The next morning, while we were breaking camp, my wife found a pair of panties in her sleeping bag that weren't hers. She wears a small. They were size medium. She immediately accused me of having something to do with it. I suggested maybe she had loaned out her sleeping bag, or one of her friends' underwear had somehow ended up from the past camping trip. Nope, she accused me of taking some other girl camping and taking her sleeping bag for the other girl to use. I've never cheated on my wife. I've never taken her sleeping bag anywhere. I have no fucking clue where they came from. When we got home, she tried to find them but couldn't. She accused me of hiding the evidence. She went through this whole tirade about how she knows the truth and that I better come clean. I'm clueless. Later, she found them by the mysterious remains. She is convinced I know something about it. I don't. My wife is bisexual. I told her that she should be suspicious. After all, they were another woman's panties in her sleeping bag. She quickly turned it back around on me. This is seriously straining our relationship. I don't respect her for cheating, but am I being naive?
Wait, so she's bisexual, but it's not like an open relationship.
Apparently, yeah. A 40-year-old male and his wife's 35 years old. What would you do? Oh man, you're fucked. I've done that before. Where it's like sometimes it's just like girls left stuff in my car, like just give them a ride to like dance class or something, or that's happened before. And like, who's this? Like, it's fucking. I gave a ride to fucking. Or you ever had like your seat? You said like I just put my seat back so I can rest my elbow on it, and they get in the car like, who is sleeping in your car? It's like I have a house. If I was what am I 16? I'm not gonna have sex in my car. Fucking I put the seat back because I wanted. Maybe I was sitting there. I don't know. It was changing or something. I've had
that's
that
like a common like TikTok thing.
It's like what do you
change the settings on the seat and see what your boyfriend or girlfriend does.
Yeah, it's like
when they get in the car.
It basically comes down to the trust. I mean, the panties is weird, but
yeah, she's definitely. I mean, she wears a small and she found a medium.
Yeah, if you've got,
and she's bisexual.
I guess it depends on how long you had these sleeping bags, man. If you had them 10 years, maybe you went camping.
Yeah,
maybe
I mean,
you used them. Maybe you loaned them out.
You're taking your girl camping. She's probably cheating on you, man. You're probably not a top. You're probably not first round pick, man.
You can't take your girl camping.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure they'd like to be taken to a resort in Hawaii instead.
That's true. Not all women, but a lot of them.
Yeah, most women.
A lot of them
most women would. So she's probably cheating on you.
You think it's the girl's fault? The girls cheat on him?
I mean, if this guy's being legit and he's like, I have no idea what's going on.
Sounds like he's legit. Why would you write?
Yeah. Well, maybe he's like trying to show his wife.
But there's no good way out of this. You're just kind of fucked, my man. I don't know what I would say. I'd just be like, look, dude. Either
you just got to. I mean, you're not going to admit to something you didn't do.
Yeah.
So you just got to just deny until you go to your grave.
Yeah. I don't know. You know how they like say like you're supposed to like, be able to give your girlfriend your phone? It's like I don't know if I'll ever be able. It's like I don't want you going through my shit. It's got nothing to do with you. What am I?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I
mean, I hand Sophia my phone a lot. Not like a lot, but like if we're laying in bed,
yeah,
and she'll like grab it to like if her phone's not there to like
yeah.
I don't know. But she never goes through my shit.
You're brave.
She never goes to my messages.
But if she found women's panties in here, you best believe she's be going.
Actually, you know what? She never really grabs my phone, but she's always like, if I'm like scrolling through Instagram in bed or something, she'll like look at my screen sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to hide anything, but yeah, she never really like goes through my shit.
My point is if your girl doesn't trust you, I mean, you got bigger issues than.
Yeah. If she doesn't trust you, then it's dead already.
That is weird.
It's already dead.
I would say, like, look, we've had these sleeping bags for 10 years. We've washed them with other. Maybe we washed them. Maybe they got. I don't know what to think, man. I don't.
Yeah.
It's definitely a bad look for sure, though.
Yeah, it's a bad look.
I hope it works out for you, sir. But you are kind of fucked on that one. You better. I don't know what to do. I got no advice. I'd be the same shithole.
What are the responses?
Oh, yeah. Let's read some comments. Let's read the top ones. Hi, the same thing happened to me, but it was short-lived drama. My wife found a pair of panties that were not hers under our sofa. I never cheated on her, and it took us a while to figure out who they belonged to. Turns out 8 months prior, my brother, his wife, her daughter, and from a previous marriage, who was in her late teens at the time, visited. My niece slept on the inflatable mattress next to the sofa. I asked my wife to call her sister-in-law and see if they belonged to her daughter. Sure enough, they did. See, stuff like that happens.
Yeah. And people like jump to conclusions all the time.
Did I tell you one time I almost got like, oh man. So one time this girl was babysitting and I went over to her house to see her. She's babysitting, the kids asleep. We're like downstairs. But the wife and husband were out and they went out separately. But the wife came home early, and I think the wife was like wanting to make sure because it was a 18-year-old good-looking girl, right?
Yeah.
And so I wanted to be like, I'm pretty sure the wife came home early and like I was supposed to be there, like caught us like, what are you doing in my house, sort of thing. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna get out of here. But you could definitely tell that the wife, like when I left and I thought about it, because the wife was home like an hour early, I was like, I bet you she came just to make sure this wasn't messing around with her husband. Like after I put two and two together, I go, yeah, because she was like, it wasn't like, yeah, she's like an hour early. I was like, yeah, I guarantee it was like one of those situations. Like, I bet this, make sure he's trying to,
probably.
But because she was like pissed, but you could tell like when she first saw this, you could tell she was kind of pissed, but relieved at the same time. And I was like, what? That was a weird reaction, because she was like mad but not. It was like weird reaction. So I was like, I never forget about that. But anyways, all right, that's the episode. It's good to have you back.
Yeah, I felt good.
Yeah,
a little rusty, but
yeah, we'll do it again. That was fun. We got to start talking about happy shit.
We're gonna come with positive stories next time.
We're gonna bum everybody. Yeah. I just come to bum you out. This is called the Bum Me Out podcast. Jesus Christ. All right, you guys have a good week. Hope you all feel better. Hopefully the world doesn't end before the next time we see you. Later.